Hi guys, and welcome to Paws Gaming. This is Phoenix here, and today we are going to jump straight into episode 5 of our breeding masterclass. So we've got these two beauties over here that are going to produce the offspring that we need in order to have our baseline stats ready so that we can start mutation breeding. Now the problem is that when we had these from consolidation of the other ones that we were working from, they both came out female. And as y'all know, that's just not going to work. So what we're going to do is we are going to show you a couple of functionalities that are possible with the S Plus Mutator while we are here today. So let's just go over and grab us one. Because what we need to do is we're going to need to turn one of these guys, or one of these ladies, into a guy. So let's go ahead and pick one up, and which one is which doesn't really matter, as long as one of them gets converted over. So what we want to do is we want to ball up one, because we only need one of them to be changed. And we're going to put our mutator out. And we're going to feed it some element. Alright, now right here's the trick. We don't want to mutate them yet. We want to swap their gender. So if we use this change mode button, we can rotate through a bunch of different ones. The next one happens to be gender swap, so I'm not going to go through and show you what the others are just yet. We will look at that in a little bit, probably the next video or two when we're setting up to actually start the mutation breeds. So we want to change the mode till we see gender swap pulse. Then as you see out here, it also says gender swap pulse. You can pulse it from inside the menu or from here with using E. So we're just going to hit E. It'll charge and it'll put out a blur. And then you see the icon come up above the dino's head. And if we look, it is now male. Now in order to solidify that so that it's not a temporary adjustment, you're going to take out your cell gun, you're going to ball up your dino, and now that dino is permanently a male unless of course you were to hit it with another gender swap pulse. Now these pulses do have a 5-minute cooldown, so that's why later on you're going to want multiples of them for doing different things. But again, we'll get into that once we actually start the mutation breeding. Now that we have a female and a male, we can get our final line going. So do like we've done before. Get that mating turned on. See the glowing ripples back there? That's the egg. And one of the terminals will pulse in just a minute and pick it up for us. There we go. And here it is. Turn that one into a best leg just like we did with the others. Hatch it. And there we go. That's our first male base breeder. So in order to get the mutation started off, what we're going to need to eventually do is have him have lots and lots of babies, and then make sure that all the babies are female. But first of all, what we need to do is he needs to grow up big and strong. So let's throw him out, and him so little, look it. Now we talked earlier about, in one of the previous videos, that if you are in a breeding mood and you're not prepared to wait to let them grow up, that there is another option. And this S Plus Mutator is that other option. So rather than wait the 2 minutes for the cooldown, we're just going to grab a second mutator. Stick a little bit of element in. And then we're going to rotate through the modes. Okay, you ready? Gender swap we've already used. Gender assignment for those pesky dinos that come out as being gender neutral. Allow breeding for dinos that don't normally breed. age freeze if you want to keep a dino as a baby for eternity. Corruption pulse, you can use this at the end to create corrupted dinos. Same with the aberrant pulse to turn them into an aberrant version. Extreme pulse to make them their X variants. Virtual pulse to make them their VR variants. Growth pulse. Now that's the one that we want, okay? So we're going to go ahead and click. Again, it's going to send out a pulse. And there, you see the little icon above its head. That means that it is rapid growing. And you watch it there. It also has the fist bump for the Nanny. She is still imprinting. And she will imprint this whelpling all the way up to adulthood, all the way up to 100%. But once it reaches adulthood, like here, you want to give it just a second so that she can get that final imprint in. Otherwise, it'll be just shy of 100%. Right there, imprinting 100%, good to go. And now we can come over here and we can get all of these females and we can breed them with him to make us our mutation breeder set. Y'all see how the breeding works. We're going to use it the same way. We're going to put out a whole bunch of females around him, let him breed with them, turn them into best eggs to get, you know, the same level as he is. And any that come out male, we're going to turn to female until we have about 20 to 30 level 588 females that we can use for the mutation. So I'm going to do all that off of camera. No sense in boring y'all. And we will come back for episode 6 where we will set up our breeding tower for these guys. And all the mutators and everything where they need to be so that we can get the mutations kicked off. And that's about it. I know this was a short one, but I'm trying to make up for the fact that the last one was a little longer than we wanted them to be. So we're going to call it there. Hope you enjoy, hope you find it helpful, and we'll see more about the other functionality of this plus Mutator as we go along. For now, catch you later.